Welcome to Laboratory of Dreams.
Hello and welcome, dear friends, to another enchanting episode on the Lab of Dreams channel. As the snowflakes dance outside your window and the winter air fills with the magic of the season, we invite you to join us on a spellbinding journey into a world of wonder and mystery. Today, we present to you Mysteries of the Ice Castle, a tale set in a land where the snow never melts and the stars twinkle like diamonds in the night sky. This story is not just about adventure. It's a journey of friendship, bravery, and the discovery of wonders that lie just beyond the ordinary. So, gather around, wrap yourself in your coziest blanket, and let your imagination take flight as we embark on an unforgettable adventure. From the heart of a frost-covered forest to the majestic halls of the ice castle, each twist and turn is a step into a world of enchanting mysteries and unforgettable characters. Welcome to the magical world of Mila and Kai. Our story begins now, in a small village on the edge of the Frostwood Forest, where an ancient legend whispers of a castle made of ice and a secret waiting to be discovered. In the quaint village of Winterhaven, nestled among snow-capped mountains and icy streams, the first snowfall of the year was always a cause for celebration. Children laughed and played in the snow, building snowmen and sledding down the gentle hills, their cheeks rosy from the cold. Among these children were Mila and Kai, best friends since they could remember. Mila was known for her boundless curiosity and fearlessness, her eyes always sparkling with excitement at the thought of a new adventure. Kai, more reserved but equally brave, was the perfect companion to Mila's daring exploits. One chilly evening, as the village gathered in the town hall for the winter festival, the village elder told a story that captured the imagination of every child and adult alike. It was the legend of the Ice Castle, a mystical palace that was said to appear deep in the Frostwood Forest once every decade, under the light of the full moon. The Ice Castle holds a mystery as old as the forest itself, the elder said, his voice echoing in the hushed room. Many have sought it, but only those with a true heart can uncover its secrets. It's a place of magic, of wonders untold, and it's said that this very night the castle will appear once again. Mila and Kai exchanged excited glances. The idea of a real-life enchanted castle hidden in the forest they knew so well was too enticing to ignore. They knew in that moment that they had to find it, to see the magic for themselves. That night, as the village slept under a blanket of stars, Mila and Kai made a pact. They would venture into the Frostwood Forest in search of the ice castle. They would be the ones to uncover its mysteries. As dawn broke, painting the sky in hues of pink and orange, they set out on their journey. Bundled up in their warmest clothes, with backpacks filled with supplies, they stepped into the Frostwood Forest, a place of beauty and mystery, where every tree and stone seemed to whisper secrets of the ancient world. The forest greeted them with a hushed silence, the snow muffling their steps as they made their way deeper into the woods. Around them, the world was a wonderland of white, every branch heavy with snow, every path untouched and pristine. But the beauty of the forest was not without its dangers. The children knew they had to be careful, for the Frostwood was vast and easy to get lost in. They stuck to the well-known paths at first, but as the day wore on and the castle did not appear, they realized they would have to venture off the beaten track. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows on the snow, Mila and Kai found themselves deep in a part of the forest they had never been before. It was here, in the heart of the Frostwood, that their adventure truly began. The air grew colder, the trees taller, and the snow deeper. And then, just as the light began to fade, they saw it. The ice castle, standing majestic and ethereal against the twilight sky, its towers and turrets glimmering like crystal under the rising moon. The children stood in awe, their breaths visible in the cold air. The castle was more beautiful than they had ever imagined, a palace of ice and snow shining under the stars. It was a sight to take your breath away, a wonder of the winter world. But as they approached, they realized that finding the castle was only the beginning. The true adventure lay within its walls, where the mysteries of the ice castle waited to be discovered. The vast, moonlit expanse of the Frostwood Forest lay before Mila and Kai, an untouched canvas of snow and ice. The ice castle, ethereal and imposing, stood in the distance, its silhouette a marvel against the night sky. The children, their hearts pounding with excitement and a touch of fear, began their cautious approach. As they drew nearer, the details of the castle emerged: tall spires made of glistening ice, vast walls that shimmered under the moonlight, and intricate patterns of frost that adorned every surface. The castle was like something out of a fairy tale, a creation of ice and magic that seemed both beautiful and otherworldly. Kai, usually the more cautious of the two, couldn't hide his wonder. "It's like a dream," he whispered, his eyes wide with awe. Mila, equally mesmerized, nodded in agreement. They had heard stories of the ice castle, but nothing had prepared them for its breathtaking reality. But as they approached the castle gates, a chilling wind swept through the forest, causing the children to shudder. The gates were open, inviting yet foreboding, as if challenging them to enter. Taking a deep breath to steady their nerves, Mila and Kai stepped through the gates, hand in hand, into the heart of the ice castle. Inside, the castle was a labyrinth of corridors and chambers, each more enchanting than the last. The walls sparkled with 1,000 frozen crystals, and the air was filled with a faint, melodic hum, as if the castle itself was alive. Their first challenge came quickly. The main hall, vast and echoey, was dominated by a frozen fountain, its waters still and glittering under the icy touch. Surrounding the fountain were a series of stone statues, each depicting an animal of the forest. As the children approached, the statues began to move, coming to life with a grace that belied their stone forms. Mila and Kai watched in amazement as the animals, a bear, a fox, a deer, and an owl, began to circle the fountain. It was then that they realized this was their first test. To proceed further, they needed to solve the riddle of the fountain. Drawing on the stories they had heard in the village, Mila and Kai worked together to decipher the puzzle. They noticed that each animal statue pointed to a different path leading out of the hall. Remembering the legend, they chose the path indicated by the owl, known for its wisdom. Their choice proved correct. The statues returned to their original positions, and a new passage opened, leading deeper into the castle. The children continued, their spirits lifted by their success. But they knew that this was just the beginning, and that more challenges lay ahead. As they ventured further into the castle, they encountered rooms filled with wonders, a chamber where snowflakes formed intricate patterns in the air, a hallway where their reflections in the ice mirrored their deepest thoughts, and a library where the books were made of frozen pages that told tales of winters long past. But it was in the Garden of Frost that they found their next challenge. Here, in a courtyard open to the starry sky, was a garden of ice flowers, each petal and leaf perfectly preserved in frost. At the garden's center was a frozen tree, its branches holding a single glowing fruit. Mila, her curiosity piqued, approached the tree. As she reached out to touch the fruit, the garden came to life. The ice flowers began to glow, casting a soft light that illuminated a series of inscriptions on the tree's trunk. It was a puzzle, one that required both wit and courage to solve. Working together, Mila and Kai deciphered the inscriptions, which spoke of the cycles of nature and the balance of the seasons. With a gentle touch, Mila picked the glowing fruit, and the garden erupted in a symphony of light and color, celebrating their victory. Their path now clear, the children continued their journey through the ice castle, each step taking them closer to the heart of its mystery. They knew that the answers they sought lay somewhere within its frozen walls, and with each challenge they faced, they grew more determined to uncover the secrets of the ice castle. The corridors of the ice castle were like a maze, twisting and turning in a dizzying array of shimmering ice and frost. Mila and Kai, their minds still reeling from the enchantment of the Garden of Frost, found themselves wandering through the castle's seemingly endless passageways. As they ventured deeper, they stumbled upon a corridor unlike any they had seen before. The walls here were lined with ice sculptures, each depicting scenes of winter, children playing in the snow, animals frolicking in the forest, and families gathering around cozy fires. These sculptures seemed almost alive, their details so intricate and lifelike. It was here that Mila and Kai encountered their next challenge. The hallway echoed with whispers, soft and elusive, as if the sculptures themselves were speaking. The whispers were riddles, each posing a question that seemed to delve into the heart of winter's magic. The children listened intently, their minds working together to unravel the meanings behind the words. With each riddle they solved, a sculpture would glow softly, acknowledging their success. The riddles spoke of the beauty of snowflakes, the silence of a winter night, and the warmth of shared kindness. As they progressed, the whispers grew clearer, guiding them towards a grand archway at the corridor's end. This archway, carved with images of snowflakes and stars, opened into a vast chamber that took their breath away. The Chamber of Echoes, as they would come to know it, was a room filled with mirrors from floor to ceiling. These were no ordinary mirrors. They reflected not just the children's images, but also their past winters, moments of joy, of sorrow, and of growth. It was a place of reflection in every sense, a space where time seemed to stand still. In the center of the chamber stood a pedestal, upon which lay a crystal snowflake, its facets glowing with an inner light. Mila approached it, her hand outstretched, and as she touched the crystal, the room filled with a brilliant light. The light receded as quickly as it had appeared, revealing a hidden doorway in the chamber's wall. This doorway, they realized, was their path forward, leading them ever closer to the heart of the ice castle and its mysteries. As they continued their journey, Mila and Kai felt a change within themselves. The challenges they faced were not just tests of their wit and bravery, they were lessons about the essence of winter and the bonds that it forged. They learned about the quiet strength of endurance, the joy of playfulness, and the warmth that comes from caring for others. Their adventure was proving to be more than a quest for discovery. It was a journey of the heart. And as they moved through the ice castle, with each step and each challenge, they grew closer, not just to uncovering the castle's secrets, but to understanding the true spirit of the winter season. The newly revealed passage led Mila and Kai into a part of the ice castle that was even more breathtaking. Here, the walls themselves seemed to be made of living light, shimmering with colors that danced like the aurora borealis. The children stood in awe, their eyes reflecting the mesmerizing hues of green, blue, and purple. As they walked through this luminous corridor, the light around them began to pulse in rhythm, as if the castle itself was alive and breathing. The air was filled with a soft melody, a tune that seemed as ancient as the stars. It was then they realized they had entered the Hall of the Northern Lights, a place where the magic of the aurora was kept alive. In the center of the hall, there was an ice pedestal upon which rested a silver flute. Mila, drawn by an unseen force, approached it and, with a glance at Kai for encouragement, picked it up. The flute was cold to the touch, but thrummed with a hidden power. As she brought the flute to her lips and played a tentative note, the lights around them swirled faster, the colors growing more vibrant. The melody that emerged was hauntingly beautiful, filling the hall with music that seemed to resonate with their very souls. Kai, meanwhile, discovered that the patterns of light on the walls shifted with the music. It was a puzzle, a dance of light and sound that they needed to harmonize. Together, Mila playing the flute and Kai guiding the progression, they began to unlock the secrets of the hall. The music led them to a hidden door, which opened to reveal a staircase spiraling upward. The stairs were made of translucent ice, each step emitting a soft glow. As they ascended, the air around them grew colder, and the sense of magic stronger. At the top of the staircase, they found themselves in a circular room with a domed ceiling that depicted the night sky of the Arctic. In the center of the room was a large circular ice table with a detailed map of the stars engraved upon it. This was the observatory, the place where the magic of the ice castle was most concentrated. Here, the secrets of the stars, the auroras, and the winter nights were held. The room pulsed with a magic that was both ancient and alive, a testament to the wonders of the winter sky. Mila and Kai, with a sense of reverence, approached the table. They noticed that certain stars on the map were highlighted and realized that it was a celestial puzzle. Using their knowledge of the night sky, honed from many nights spent gazing at the stars back in their village, they began to work out the configuration. As they aligned the stars on the map, the room began to transform. The ceiling came alive with a display of the northern lights, more vivid and beautiful than any they had seen before. The room filled with a warm light, and the air hummed with the power of the auroras. Then, from the center of the table, a small, intricately carved ice key emerged. Mila picked it up, feeling the cold, smooth surface in her palm. They knew instinctively that this key was the final piece to unlocking the greatest mystery of the ice castle. Filled with excitement and anticipation, the children made their way back down the staircase, the key a symbol of their journey and the challenges they had overcome. They were now one step closer to uncovering the heart of the ice castle and its oldest secrets. With the ice key in hand, Mila and Kai made their way back through the hall of the Northern Lights, their hearts pounding with anticipation. The castle, with its ever-shifting walls of ice and corridors that hummed with ancient magic, seemed to be guiding them, leading them to the final revelation. As they retraced their steps through the castle, they came upon a door that they had not noticed before. It was grand and imposing, made of solid ice and adorned with intricate carvings of winter scenes. The key in Mila's hand seemed to pulse with energy, as if eager to unlock the secrets that lay beyond. With a deep breath, Mila inserted the key into the lock, and the door slowly swung open, revealing a room that was unlike anything they had seen before. This was the heart of the ice castle, the source of all its magic and mystery. The room was vast, with walls that seemed to extend into infinity, reflecting the light in a kaleidoscope of colors. In the center of the room was a large crystal, glowing with an inner light that illuminated the entire space. This crystal, Mila and Kai realized, was the heart of the castle, the source of the magic that had enchanted the Frostwood Forest for centuries. As they approached the crystal, images began to appear within it, scenes of past winters, of joy and laughter, of the village and its people living in harmony with the magic of the season. The crystal was a repository of memories, a record of the winters that had come and gone, each one adding to the legacy of the castle. Mila and Kai watched in awe as the scenes played out in the crystal. They saw the building of the first snowman, the first winter festival, and the generations of villagers who had celebrated the magic of winter. They realized that the ice castle was not just a structure of ice and snow. It was a living testament to the spirit of the season, a guardian of memories and joy. Then, the crystal pulsed with a brighter light, and a final scene appeared, Mila and Kai's own journey through the castle. They watched as they solved each challenge, their faces alight with wonder and determination. The crystal was acknowledging their journey, their bravery, and their hearts that were true to the spirit of winter. As the light from the crystal faded, a gentle snow began to fall in the room, a soft whisper of flakes that glowed with the colors of the aurora. The snow settled on Mila and Kai, not cold, but warm, as if the castle itself was thanking them for their journey. With the mystery of the ice castle revealed, Mila and Kai knew it was time to return to their village. They left the heart of the castle, taking with them the memories and the magic they had experienced. The castle, now silent and still, stood as a guardian of the forest, its secrets safe once more. As they emerged from the castle, the first light of dawn was breaking over the Frostwood Forest. The adventure was over, but the memories of their journey would stay with them forever. They had discovered the true magic of the ice castle, not just in its walls and corridors, but in the heart of winter itself, in the joy and wonder that it brought to all who experienced it. As Mila and Kai stepped out of the ice castle, the first light of dawn was painting the sky in soft hues of pink and orange. The Frostwood Forest was waking up, its trees covered in sparkling frost, a reminder of the night's magical journey. The children, their hearts full of wonder and eyes sparkling with the reflections of their adventure, began their journey back to the village. As they walked, they talked excitedly about everything they had experienced: the puzzles, the challenges, the beauty of the castle, and most of all, the crystal that held the essence of winter's magic. They knew that this adventure was something special, a tale that would be told and retold for many winters to come. Upon reaching the village, they were greeted by the curious and excited faces of their friends and family. Everyone had gathered to hear about their adventure, the legend of the ice castle having been a part of the village's lore for generations. Mila and Kai recounted their tale with enthusiasm, their words painting vivid images of the magical corridors, the whispering hallways, and the heart of the castle with its enchanting crystal. The villagers listened in awe, their imaginations ignited by the children's descriptions of the castle's wonders. But there was one thing the children kept to themselves: the true secret of the ice castle. They knew that some mysteries were meant to be experienced, not just told, and the heart of the ice castle was one such secret. In the days that followed, the village was abuzz with excitement. Children played in the snow, building their versions of the ice castle, and the elders shared stories of winters past. The adventure of Mila and Kai had rekindled a sense of wonder and joy in the village, a reminder of the magic that winter brought with it. The winter festival that year was the most joyous one yet. The village square was filled with laughter, music, and dancing. Mila and Kai, regarded as heroes, led the festival parade, their spirits as bright as the northern lights they had seen in the castle. As the festival came to a close, with the night sky alight with stars and the air filled with the sound of cheer, Mila and Kai looked up at the Frostwood Forest, its trees standing tall and silent in the moonlight. They knew that the ice castle was out there, hidden away until the next winter, guarding its secrets and waiting for the next true hearts to discover its wonders. The adventure in the ice castle had changed them. They had discovered courage, friendship, and the magic that lay hidden in the heart of winter. And as they watched the snowflakes gently fall from the sky, they knew that the mysteries of the ice castle would always be a part of them, a magical chapter in their winter's tale. Thank you, dear friends, for joining us on the enchanting journey of Mysteries of the Ice Castle here at the Lab of Dreams. We hope this story has filled your hearts with the magic and wonder of winter and left you with memories as sparkling as a snowflake. If you enjoyed this tale of adventure and wonder, we invite you to explore the many other stories waiting for you on our channel. Each one is a new adventure, a new dream to be discovered. Don't forget to subscribe to the Lab of Dreams to stay updated with our latest stories. By subscribing, you'll ensure that you never miss out on new tales of magic, wonder, and adventure. Share this journey with friends and family, and let's spread the joy of storytelling far and wide. Until our next story, we wish you magical dreams and starlit nights. Goodbye, and keep dreaming.